is senior lacrosse player Jessa Zaheri. Jessa, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing great. So take me through lacrosse and how you got into it. Obviously, kids get into different sports for different reasons. Maybe their parents put them into it. Maybe you watched it on TV one day and fell in love with it. So how did Jessa get into lacrosse?
Well, lacrosse in general is a pretty difficult sport, but I swam for about 10 years and I ran track throughout middle school. And I decided it really wasn't for me. They're like individual sports and I basically just relied on myself. So when I got into high school, I tried volleyball and that wasn't for me either. And then spring came around and I was like, well, I've never heard of lacrosse, let's try it. So I started lacrosse and I just fell in love with it. I really liked it. The people on the team were good and the sport itself was just amazing.
Oh, awesome. Like you said, you grew up doing individual sports by yourself, and so what do you get from being a part of that team atmosphere?
Initially it was really hard, just like being ball hogs and stuff. It was really difficult for me to transition and actually be able to rely on other people. Now I'm just thrilled at the idea and I can't imagine not being able to rely on my teammates.
Well, you're also a part of a different team here at Scott County High School. You're a part of the band and you play the clarinet.
My mom made me take piano lessons when I was about 8 or 9, and I begged her to let me quit. I despised it. So I got into middle school and I decided to play the clarinet, and I just loved it too, and I played throughout high school.
I know you guys play for almost every sporting event, so like football, boys and women's basketball and everything like that. Now, is there different competitions outside of that that you guys compete in?
Yeah, so we do the KMEA assessment, and in our region we'll just compete against other bands and we'll get rankings whether we're distinguished or proficient. And this year we got distinguished, so it's really thrilling.
That's awesome. Now, is playing the clarinet or lacrosse something that you hope to continue past high school?
Yeah, so lacrosse I do plan to play in college, or I'm hoping so, at least at the next level. I think I love it too much not to. Band, it's still in the air, but
I hope nothing but the best for you in both clarinet, band, and lacrosse. So thank you for sitting down here with me today.
thank you.
This has been Off the Bench right here on WKYT's Everyday Kentucky. You can catch us every single Thursday at 9 a.m. sharp. We'll see you next week.
Off the Bench with Cash Daniel, brought to you by UK Federal Credit Union.